Hello. I know I haven't made a video for a while now, and I'm not really sure why. I haven't forgotten about you guys or anything, but I haven't really been watching a lot of fashion shows lately or anything like that. I watched a couple. I saw the new Chanel one, of course, and like the big ones that I follow, but I didn't really follow too many of them. But I'm starting to catch up now. And the reason why I wanted to make a video today is, well, first of all, I have a cutesy little new Chanel purchase, and it's just a little ring, but also I'm so excited by the fall 2015 collections. I feel like it's really different to previous collections, and yeah, I just wanted to kind of reflect on that quickly before we move on to the unboxing, which I haven't opened it yet. And I hope you guys don't think that the only time I make videos is when I go shopping, because I am hoping to do a lot more videos more focused on, like the collections and my opinions and thoughts, because not many people seem to really care. So, yeah, I'll just tell you guys. But yeah, there seems to be a new kind of way of design with the new collection. It's very reflective upon character rather than trend, which is kind of interesting, like reflecting a person's character rather than, a certain, how there's a usual trend going on there. We don't really see that with this spring, and what makes this spring really interesting is that we don't see as much bright colors, because that's usually, bringing spring to life, doing that sort of thing, except with Alexander Wang. I think it was his pre-spring collection. I'm not completely sure, but I did make a video on that and how excited I was about that, I believe. I don't know if I went into depth on it, but I think that was pre-spring. But what you're seeing with most designers this spring is more of a like a Victorian, dark, you don't see much color, maybe like more rustic, like brown, and that would be the extent of color. Maybe just a flash of color in some, like Moschino, of course, you saw quite a bit of color, because that's their theme, and each designer, I feel, did that with their collections this time, was really reflecting upon the designer's character rather than going a certain direction with trend, rather, And yeah, so I thought that was really interesting, and you see a lot of black, which is very much what I kind of like. That's my kind of style. I don't really like a lot of color. Like, I might have just a little color here and there, but mostly you see me wear black when I do laundry is black, and but yeah, I found that really interesting and exciting, and it's very like Victorian-esque, and my hair is sticking out, and yeah, so I thought that's really exciting, and it's very private, I find, this season, which is also a change in my mind for spring, compared to other seasons. You open up, you show a lot. This wouldn't really be style. I just kind of threw this on because I'm just alone at my house naked and chilling, so I needed to make a video and threw this on. But yeah, you don't see a lot of skin in this spring, so that's really cool, and it's very covered up. If you see some skin, it's probably just a slit in the sleeve, or if you're having dresses, it's a slit in the dress. But it's very private and more conservative even. You see a lot of like almost turtleneck, but not really. It's covered even at the neck. There's just a lot of coverage, very private, keeping to yourself kind of thing, keeping your body to yourself. And yeah, I found that really interesting and kind of exciting, to be honest. So, because it's a lot more me to have dark clothes that are black and whatnot. And actually, the other day I just went to the Couples, and I didn't really do an unboxing, but you can't really unbox the Couples. They don't have, a nice box that they put it in or anything. It's just, taking it out of the bag. But I did get really cool pants, and even if I showed you, you probably wouldn't really see much of the texture. But it's the fabric they used is very interesting, because they are black pants, but when you're walking, you can really feel the air passing through your pants. So it's really interesting because, you know, in spring, the reason why they brighten things up is, for one, you know, we're coming to life at spring, you know, like things are blooming, blah, 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 and that's why you have floral designs and color and all that stuff. But with black, also, of course, it attracts the most light, which keeps you very warm. But the fabric they used on these certain pants actually allow the air to pass right through, which is very nice. Like, it doesn't keep you really all that warm, which is good, of course, for summer or spring or whatever, you know. And yeah, so that's really cool. So I think they're working a lot with fabrics and making, you know, the black not so hot to wear, you know. But yeah, I think it's going to be very interesting to see people more covered up and more, you know, private with their body. And I think that's really cool, along with the black and the working with fabrics to make yourself feel cooler when you go out and not have be so hot. So you might be hotter this summer compared to previous summers, but that's only because yeah, you're seeing a more Victorian kind of theme to the summer, which is very cool and dark. And there's I was watching this video actually, and the interviewer mentioned a sense of mourning almost, and I see that a lot too, even when I go shopping for different clothes or whatever for summer. There is a lot of darkness. It's almost like a gothic feeling almost. Yeah, which is really interesting for spring. Maybe you'd see that more in a winter, but not so much in spring, and I don't know exactly why, but I feel like it's really cool, and I'm really excited, and I've already been excited, and obviously shopping for pants for spring and all that. And oh yeah, the other thing I wanted to mention about these pants from the Kooples, they are the new, you know, collection, and it's very cool, the texture work, which can only be seen really in a really good, like, bright lighting, like outside, or if you look very closely, because if you look close, it's almost like that waviness, like bringing to life. Just like I was saying with Alexander Wang, almost with his colorful, I think it was a cruise collection for spring or maybe pre-spring or something like that, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's bringing to life like movement, like you can see movement, even though it's a darker, you know, it's black, but you can still see life because, you know, just the way they designed it with the texture. It's very swirly, and, you know, movement, it represents life. And hold on. So I am back. I'm had a phone call, and then I decided to eat pizza and get a glass of wine at the end of the night. Wonderful. Okay. So yeah, basically what I was going on about was this spring, or that it is a lot more Victorian-esque, very dark and black, which is unusual for spring, more common in winter, and pay very close attention to the fabric's design, like the textures they interpret, and incorporate, and also the fabrics they use to make it not so hot. I keep saying I feel like all over the place. Anyway, I'm just gonna get to the little unboxing. It's just a tiny ring, but it's in a box, and you can call it like unboxing, and it's Chanel, and I love Chanel. They're one of my favorites. But yeah, it's just gonna be interesting to see if people are going to continue like the old ways, or if people are actually going to move more towards the pattern of how most designers have designed the spring. I can't even talk anymore. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, it's just very different because there's a lack of color, not so much floral pattern, like very small incorporation of color here and there, and yeah, it's just going to be interesting. It's different, lots of coverage, no skin really showing, just like small little things everywhere, and yeah. Also, the thing I wanted to mention before I start this video is I will be keeping more up to date. Why does this keep coming undone? I will be keeping more up to date with fashion shows, so whenever I get access to whatever, then I will definitely do my own like kind of review, opinion, spiel on it, and yeah, I don't know why I've kind of like lost touch with keeping up with them. I've watched my favorite ones, but not not all of them. So yeah, I'll be keeping up more to date because I always have very strong opinions. I always get very excited when I get the email saying, "Oh, look, there's a new fashion show." So yeah, it's always fun to see what's happening next in the industry. So anyway, my Chanel ring. It's so pretty. I love the way they do their little packaging. It makes it so hard for me to open their things because they just make it look so pretty with the little bow and everything, and it's just like, oh, I don't even want to open it anymore. And this was an impulse buy. I was going shopping. One of my necklaces from Chanel actually broke, so I had to bring it back, but I was wanting to go shopping. I needed to get candles, and I was contemplating getting these pants that I saw recently, and I ended up just getting this. So, yeah, here we go. You just open it up, really cute. It's not... And then we have a little box. And I really like their new like velvet packaging. I find it really fun and cool and interesting, and it just like opens up for ways. I've had a few products now that they have this new packaging, and it just makes it so much more fun, and it's like, ooh, so nice. It makes it, because you have to open the flap like every way. There's like a flap covering every direction, like north, east, southwest. So I don't know how to say that, but so you open them all up, it gets more intense, and then ta-da! We have a little gold ring, and it's almost like chains. They are hard. They don't really move around, but they are like chains. And let's destroy this as soon as I get it. They do have the little logo embroidered on the front there, and they did have a matching. See, so cute. I love it so much. I just couldn't resist, and the prices have dropped quite significantly. I've noticed. Like I don't think I would have found this ring for as much as I got it. Like last year, for example, their rings I felt were more expensive, and all their jewelry. My screensaver keeps going up. There's so many interruptions in this video, but that's okay. And of course, my keyboard never works initially. Okay. There we go. And yeah, but anyway, yeah, their prices have dropped, I feel, because the jewelry I used to buy like last year, I felt like was a bit higher than this, so the price of this did kind of surprise me, and it wasn't that bad of a, I don't know, I didn't find the price too bad. And they did have a matching bracelet, and it just said Chanel on the front, like on a dog tag almost, and then the actual chains, not like hard, non-moving chains, around the wrist. Which was cool, I liked it, whatever, but I don't really need a bracelet that just says Chanel on it. I don't know. So I just got the ring, and I'm really happy with the price, really happy with how it is, and it's also in moon gold, so for me, my skin's acidity, I guess, is a lot higher, I feel like, than the average person. Things tarnish for me very quickly. So like a yellow gold plated thing would tarnish quite quickly for me. But the moon gold actually stays just how it is, and it never seems to tarnish. That's why I always wear this main one that just says Chanel, and yeah, it hasn't tarnished for me at all. So it's a much better choice than getting their yellow gold, because that tarnished for me very, very quickly, actually. So I just stopped wearing it. And yeah, they even have the new Camellia. It's like a different texture. That's really fun. And yeah, just wanted to show you that. But anyway, I'm going to try and keep more up to date with updates on my opinions for all the designers' shows, and I hope you care about them, because nobody in my life really does when I talk about fashion shows. So That's why there's YouTube. Okay, so yeah, talk to you next time.